Hello, this is Phil from Phil Health. You know, that guy that is always speaking about health, everything's related with health. And in fact, it's true that everything is related with health. The environment that we live, the conditions that we live, and a lot of other actions, nutrition, everything is related with health. So, I'm in France at this moment. So I was living in the UK, and I was living there for almost a year. Okay, it was a long journey, a year. It was a difficult year, but it was a long journey with many lessons, with many experiences, many lessons to learn. It was a year of growth. It was wonderful, yes, of course. Well, sometimes it was not very wonderful. Sometimes it was horrible, and it was very painful. But it's okay. I will keep it as lessons, and just to make a human being become stronger and become more experienced and wiser regarding everything in life. So, and I decided that I'm gonna leave the UK because I was tired of working as a slave to pay bills, because that seems to be a very common thing in the UK. And you know that for a guy that is actually pretty awakened and is conscious and aware about the system that we live in, which is a kind of a slavery system, a system that we live constantly in a survival mode, the fight or flight, the high cortisol levels, high stress levels, always rushing, people always rushing with each other, and always like a disease spreading. And the problem is that it propagates and it causes more disease. You know, it makes a person become more prone to disease. But for example, I'm not a stressed guy, but there's a lot of people. I used to be. I learned to control it with meditation and with natural holistic therapies, and with becoming a vegan. Well, I'm a flexi vegan, and I just activated my flexi vegan for 5 days. So I go, and sometimes I might consume something that contains milk. So in that day, in that moment, I won't be a vegan. I will be a vegetarian. But you know, I like to do my type of veganism. But still, keeping on track of the theme that it is. So I was living in this stressful life, you know, paying for a room, and I was living there for almost a year. Well, it was 10 months, and I was paying £480 for a room, and I wouldn't feel comfortable because I was living with some other people, and they had nothing to do with me, you know, my type of person, my personality, the things I like, you know, like listening to music loud, and you know, talk with people, these type of conversations, you know, constructive and intelligent, and sometimes spiritual, and a healing, and you know, with a growth factor, you know, a spiritual, psychological, and physical growth factor in it, a feel good factor all the time, you know, positive high vibes, things like that. It was constantly on the living, like, oh my god, I'm out working or something like that, now I need money to pay the bills, oh my god, I'm gonna be short on money, I'm gonna spend everything paying bills, and I'm gonna stay with nothing, you know. And I decided that I don't want to worry about that, you know, because even though I've got my qualifications, I've got my diplomas in personal trainer and in electronics, since I got the diplomas, my life's been worst. And especially in the UK, because everyone is kind of programmed, brainwashed, indoctrinated in order to give more value to a man if he has a qualification, a paper qualification to say what the man knows, and it doesn't have nothing to do with that. I had my electronics shop in 2010. I acquired my diploma because I needed the paper, you know, in order to travel in other places, and just it just the system it does that. I acquired it in 2014, so, and since I have the qualifications, it's been worse. I can get a job in electronics and personal training. There's too many personal trainers in the UK, no chance. I tried in Portugal, but I need to acquire equivalences, and that's what I'm going to do. I prefer to be living a medium life in Portugal than living what I think is like a medium life in the UK, and living on that, a lot of, I don't know. It's just that the mentality is now low for me. The mentality of people, because people live in constant fear. The fear of not having money to pay the bills, the fear of not having a job, the fear of death, now the fear of coronavirus. There's a lot of fears, and wherever a person goes, wherever I go, I feel that fear. I feel the people with that fear, and I don't live on that. I don't live on that level. It's a very, very low level. We gotta move on, because we are here on Earth in order for what? In order for experience and learn, grow, evolve, and for a higher ascension, a spiritual, psychological, and even physical in terms of density. Because we don't want to be like too very fat. I want to run. Maybe I want to run from something that is coming after me, and I can't. It's just gonna catch me and gonna hit me or beat me or stab me or whatever. We gotta prepare for everything. So I like to keep that type of mentality. The mentality of readiness, not stress, not. So I decided, and I grab on and doing some risks that I usually do. And I'm this guy. I like adventure, and I just crossed the border. I pick up my things. My old things are here with me. Everything that I could bring. There was some things I left there. But I had to live in that day. When I put something in my mind, I have to program it, and I start to manifest it, and things start happening, and I start finding things that I need actually, and I don't need, and it's like that. I trust the universe. I trust that the universe got my back, and that's it. So what I feel good. I feel free. I slept in my car, and I slept very well. I came out of the UK, and look. I know how it works in France, because usually the skies are clean. It's a bit windy, it's a bit cold, but when you see the sun shining, it's something else. Because if I don't see the sun shining, which is most of the time full of clouds, and they are fabricated clouds in the UK, because I seen they have machines to make the clouds to cover the sun. Because if you have the sun, you become stronger, healthier, more positive. Then you get united with people like you. Then you get a lot of people like that, and then the government or the elites or whatever is controlling this system, especially in the UK, because there is still a queen there. There's still a queen, and we know about royalties. They like control. People might not think, oh, the queen, I love the queen. Yeah, okay, you love the queen, but it's all divide and conquer. So if people is without sun, they're unhappy, and many situations, I can even count them. When I was being polite with someone, and then I get that face, what? It's weird, you're trying to be nice with people, you're trying to interact, especially women. I'm a man, I'm hetero, so if I can, I'm going to be polite to women, and I'm going to maybe start a conversation, but no, they don't like, they think maybe that I'm trying to flirt something, that I want to take them to bed, or I don't know. That's what I'm going to think about that. Why am I trying to be polite to someone, and the person is going to come in an aggressive way? That's not a type of response. That's not how to interact with people, because people is too cold. It's a cold country, there is no sun. You see flowers growing without a sun, very difficult. The grass, the grass must grow without the sun. It's not normal, to live in that condition, and I don't feel it. And here it's okay, but in my country, is very early. It's been 23, 25 degrees. So in Portugal is different, and especially in the south, which is the area where I want to go. Meanwhile, I'm going to do a nomad life till I get enough conditions of myself making money for myself, because in Portugal usually I have my clients. I have my clients in electronics. There's a lot of people that actually listens to me in my health tips and personal training and nutrition and everything, because I also have personal trainer, advanced personal trainer. Which, what is that? I don't know. It's nothing. Maybe you cannot even get a job because there is so many personal trainers and there is a competition. I hate competition, anyways. But and that's why I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just not there to compete. With no one. I am my only competition. I don't like to compete with no one else. What the heck? Do we need to compete? It doesn't make sense. We need to help each other. That's what it is. And I can find it better in my country. The Latino people, they're warmer, more party, the popular fiestas in the neighborhood and in the village and things like that, going to the beach, everyone very nice, everyone very happy. And that's it. That's what I like, Yeah, positive high vibes and playing my drum and playing my guitar and do these kind of things, and work on my self-discovery of myself, and working for myself. That's what I want. If I have to work, I'm not going to work in places that I'm going to be enslaved inside, like the last place I was working in the kitchen, because maybe I was thinking, okay, these people is from the religion and I'm going to be respected. No one is going to try to abuse me, because the thing is that some humans have big problems like this. When they see that a person works hard, they're gonna make that person work even harder. Doesn't make sense at all. That for me, it escalates. It escalates to the department of disrespect. Yes, is the area of disrespect. That's there. Because I never done it to no one, and we should not do unto others what we don't like others to do to us, isn't it? And well, maybe that those people, I never disrespected no one, but maybe one day I'll try. If people disrespected me, okay, I'm gonna try and disrespect you to see if you like. Maybe they like. That's why maybe they do it. And that's why in that job, one of the times I had to call the ambulance because I was thinking I was going to have an heart attack. There was a lot of stress and they were overworking me. And when I complained about that, my manager was trying to see if it would stick, and he was telling me, oh, I talked with the guys, but I wasn't present in the meeting or something. I wasn't present in that moment. And my manager told me, oh, I talked with the guys, they didn't like it. So she was starting to spread fear. Oh, here it is, some fear mongering. And the guys, they didn't like it, and they didn't like it, but I'm not an 18-year-old guy. I'm more than 40. I'm past 40, some years past 40. So, and I'm working like a 18, 22 guy. What? Everyone scratching their balls, and Phil is working here hard because Phil is a hard worker. Everyone, okay, let him do things. The maximum he does, it's okay, because then we do less. And I know that type of mentality. I'm not dumb. Because if you have intuition, if everything is well connected with the universe, you're going to feel other people. You're going to kind of read their thoughts. Is it possible? It is possible, So, yeah, I felt really bad. I'm going to die, because I'm feeling really like my heart and things like that, And from that day on, I said, I won't allow no one else apart than me to kill me. If I'm going to die, it's not going to be by the hands of no one. It's going to be by my hands, by my actions, Yes, not by others, like stressing and overworking, and that's the lot that you have to do. No, I'm not on that one, and I'm not afraid of nothing. I just quitted a job and I just left. That was it. And I'll do it 100 times over again. And I'll do it. And I don't want to work for no one else, because I have qualifications, I have a lot of knowledge, and I gotta value myself. If I don't value myself, others won't value me, you know. If others don't value me, I don't care, you know, because life is about being free and feeling good. So I'm gonna use all the resources that are around, because there is a lot of resources. And now I'm just preparing my breakfast. I'm gonna eat a sandwich with some peanut butter and with some jam, you know, and the one banana, and there's coffee there. I put some control because I bought this one in the boat, in the ferry boat, a little small for £4. What a rip-off, man. But anyways, I needed to spend the rest of the pounds. And the video is getting a bit longer, and I got my everything, you know. I'm gonna update my GPS because yesterday I got lost with the GPS coming here in the UK. There was a lot of constructions, and there was the exit. They were in constructions there, the cars, but they didn't have a plaque there saying that we are in construction here, you should go to the other side. And the GPS was acting crazy. I don't know what was going on. Even with the Google thing, well, then I put it on Google Maps, and yeah, okay, Google helped me, and so I need to update. I got my music, I got everything, you know. This is my room now, and I slept very well, and it was good. You know, it was good to feel free and wake up. And now I'm recovering. I was with some headache when I was doing this programming of this coming out again of this matrix. Yes, and then it turned, and okay, yes, I'm out. So I'm doing Nomad, and we say, oh, out of the matrix. We're still inside the matrix. This is the matrix here. So we're still inside of it, you know. Oh, outside the grid. The grid is up there. It's not, people has to know what it is. What it is what it is. You know, we're still in the matrix. One thing is that living a nomad life. Yes, that's it. Still inside the matrix. Learning to explore and use the resources that the matrix contain. Instead of allowing the matrix to use us and to affect us negatively, we're going to use it positively in order for we to get the benefits out of it, you know, and think positive. And do positive things. Use the laws of the universe, the laws of attraction, the manifestation, the cause and effect, and use all these laws, you know. That's what we need to do. Okay, and it is very simple. And but I hope that people can take some valuable things out of the words that I spoke. It looks like a little bit of ranting, but that's just me. I am like that. I speak like that. Yeah, you know, I'm Portuguese. So, just no fear. The thing is, no fear at all. You know, oh, I'm gonna lose it. No problem. You can get another job. There is so many jobs. Get your skills. We all got gifts. Get your skills. Do something. Do some flyers. Do some business cards. Go and deliver. Tell people what you do. People need to know, because otherwise they won't know. If you go walking around, oh, no one calls me for service and things like that, of course people don't know. You got to let yourself know, and you provide the information to people. Oh, here is my business card. What do you do? I'm a personal trainer, electronics technician. I also do some DJing. Yes. So you get an agenda and you start getting customers. Okay, today I've got this gig to go, and nightclub, some house music, and that's very nice. Someone, oh, in that day I need some service, and okay, I'm sorry, but in that day my agenda is full. I got something else to do. What you got? Oh, I got a computer and it's fixing. No problem, give me that. I'll do it in the day thing. Do you want it? Oh, I can. I'm sorry. Okay, so you try to find one day that I can do it, and these are the days that I have available for you, because if I make a commitment with you, I will make another commitment, you know. So we gotta do it. We gotta manage our lives like that, you know, and not allow others to manage our lives like government, you know, and not give our lives, put it in the hands of conventional medicine, conventional doctors, and pharmacy, you know, with all the chemicals. That's impossible. Look, I got a bag here, is full bag. You know what it is? It weighs maybe 10 kilos. Everything is holistic, all the herbs and everything, you know. I don't take medicine since June 2015, you know. I don't know, no vaccines, nothing. I heal a flu in 1-3 days maximum with herbs, ginger, lemon, turmeric, and all these things. I don't use conventional medicine. So this is a question of do your own research. It's everywhere, especially nowadays with the flow of information. Careful with the shipping, because soon it will start shipping humans. There will be more control. That's what they're trying to do, the government and the elites and maybe archons. Who knows if we are really if this planet is really being ruled to archons, and then gets the Illuminati and gets the Freemasonry, and then they all combine it along with the royalties. They make big elite, and they are the rich ones. They are that small percentage that is controlling all the other humans, extracting from them, sucking like bloodsuckers, is let's drain them spiritually, psychologically, and physically completely for us. Give you money, give your energies, and give us some stress, give us some fear, and that's what they're feeding off, and some work, just slave work, and and don't say nothing, just work and don't say nothing. Don't have critical thinking, don't have a mind of your own. That's what these elites, they actually want. They don't want you to be rebel, they don't want you to be intelligent, they don't want you to think for yourself. They just want you to think like a programmed one. Oh, I gotta work. Okay, here I go in the morning. I don't really like this job, but I have to do it because I need to slave, because I got bills to pay, and I got children, and I got wife, and you don't have nothing better to do. Okay, study like many do and get some higher qualifications and try to do something for your freedom. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what everyone should do. Okay, so the video is long, 23 minutes or 25. Now it's 22. So I hope this helps some people, and let me see if I can show you the car. It's full. See, it's packed more than the last time I traveled back and then came back here. But I got everything. I got everything. All my stuff are here, my tools, because I even my gear, my DJ gear, I had to sell everything that time when I came in to January 2019, because I was letting myself be affected by others' actions, and family, blood family. So be careful with who you interact, who you allow in your space, negative people, and just keep. It's better to be alone. It's better to be in solitude, because solitude is very important. You have time to do some retrospectives of life, and you have time to self-analyze and to do a self-recognition. Know thyself, and you have a lot of time to think and to talk to yourself, which is the God within you, talking with yourself. So what you do, you grow. You grow and evolve spiritually, psychologically, and physically. Yes. And don't forget your crystals. Don't forget your crystals. I'm always using a lot of them. I'm very holistic. Thank God I'm very knowledgeable. I need to recognize these things in myself. You need to recognize those things in yourself before any others come with their criticism and labeling. And no, you gotta know it for yourself. You're a cool guy, you're a cool woman, you're awesome, you're brilliant, and crystals, they're everywhere. There's stones, I'm full of them. There's a lot of them. I like to treat myself good. And now I'm in this situation. Soon I'll make it a click, and it will change, because things change. You just take the action, you cause the effect. The cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. You take an action, you cause a consequence, the ripple effect. Think about all these things. Okay, so I hope you liked it. I hope he helped people open a little bit more the eyes, because I'm also learning. I learn every day, every time, all hour. Everyone is my master. I observe everyone. I analyze, and then I absorb what it is of value for my growth, and I hope it helps some people. I'm gonna have my breakfast finally, and then I'm gonna do some more driving. It's gonna be maybe almost 900 kilometers, still in France. It's gonna be about 12 hours, still in France, just to visit some family there in France, and then I stay a couple of days there, relaxing, having fun, enjoying with family, and then I drive to Portugal. Okay, have a nice time. If you like my videos, and I speak about a lot of things because everything is connected, click the subscribe button, give it a like. If you want, you can press the little bell, the little bell, to receive notification of when I upload videos. And I've got some videos that they're pretty, some videos with nutrition, me cooking and doing all these things, doing exercise, 1 week exercise. There's a lot of them. They're coming up. I'm gonna have time and space and for myself, instead of working and then coming from work. I don't have time. I'm already very tired. I just want to sleep. No, I will have time now, and I will do all these things. I will upload the videos, I will create more channels, and I will share everything, okay, with you guys. And I hope you like it, and take care. Have a nice one. Keep happy, keep healthy, and keep having fun and enjoying life. Peace and love.